I greet everybody in the mighty name of Jesus. My blog today starts from here. This is Mala Market, and we are starting at a place known as Washusu Stage. So here normally is where people from the surrounding market or the suburbs of the market park their vehicles as they go to work either in Nairobi or Joska or Kambu or Ruai or Thika. There are some even who go up to Thika. And I wouldn't be shocked to hear some reach even Kiambu. Then in the evening they come and pick the vehicle. So this is the way the town looks like. Yeah? Mala in Kikamba means flower, and it is pronounced Mala. And the name originates from the fact that it was a place where it was a collection center for flowers which were being planted by a German at the river. So that time there was no shop here, and the fellow picked this place because you see the Kambundo Road passes through here. So he normally came, placed his flowers there, and then they will be collected. Alright. So it's a town which has, or a market which has grown very fast because there is a lot of interest here. Fine. We find ourselves in our next place of interest, and guys, now you are now with me at the famous river, and you see where I'm focusing the camera. I was not able to go down there, but you can see the banks of the river there. On that side is called Mwalimu Farm, and there is a road on that side. So on this side is Joska, and the other side is Mwalimu Farm. So this river, of course, as the river has the benefit of going to the Indian Ocean, and it's a source of livelihood for very many people because of irrigation. So if you look at this place, this area where I'm now cruising through, when it floods, water reaches up to these places you see here, these bushes here, the ones you are seeing here. Of course, I wouldn't be surprised if it was during the night, maybe to find a hyena here. All right. So you can see the vegetation is quite tall, and actually this is indigenous. It has not been interfered with by man. It's like an indigenous area, because even the type of trees there, the acacia as usual, the giant acacias, looks like they have never been interfered with. So there is just a panya route to that river I'm using. And guys, you know, there is nobody around. It's only me alone. Okay? Although before I came here, I was shown this route by some young men who are farming around. We will reach there. So this is the Panya route, you can see. First of all, I was scared. I did not ask whether there might be snakes here, but I courageously was able to go to that place. So I could not enter the valley of the dry the river because it is dry now. Guys, it is hot. I'm telling you, even when taking this video, I felt it. So here you can see this is an area which is not occupied. It's like a virgin area. Nobody has worked on it. And then there is a very big forest of acacia trees just next to the Athi River. Remember when it was flooding, water had reached where these trees are. Everywhere here, there was water here. So I think this portion, this land is for somebody because as we go on, you'll see some fencing being done, or some fencing has been done. And maybe the owner has not yet decided to come, or maybe he is still speculating so that maybe the prices or plots here become higher. So the whole of this area is covered by water. There you can see a plant, the Dandelion. The parasitic plant there is the one I'm showing you there. You can see it there. Remember, I'm a biologist. So we continue with our journey. So of course, after reaching there at the banks of the river, I found that if I attempted to go down, maybe I would not have been able to come up. So now you see the fencing where it has reached. That is where water reaches, guys. All the other area where I've been walking is covered by the river. It becomes like an ocean, a pool of water. Here you can see nests of birds. You know, there are some birds who like having their nests in areas where they think they are safe. So what I was showing there is a nest. So this is a vast area. All right. So I'm assuming where that fence reaches is where water reaches. And then from here you can see there is somebody else farm they have cultivated. There was no crops. I think they had already harvested their crops. The whole of this section. You see we are moving parallel to the fence because that is where we have the footpath. So this is an agriculture area, and from the young men I met, I understand they use the water from Athi River to do their irrigation. All right, as you can see, they have already planted tomatoes, and they told me the source of the water is from the river because there are some pools of water which don't dry, guys. All right, so let's move. So here I was told this land belongs to somebody, and he had planted some maize at this end, and he has got tomatoes, which are being protected by those young men. I think they are employed there. So here we have maize, but I think it has already been harvested. All right. So it's a big farm, extensive farm belonging to one person. So I think they have not started dividing the plots here, because where you see that building is where the plots reach. The rest of the area downwards are farms. All right, guys. So we are just enjoying the maize plantation. You can see the fence. So that land, it belongs to somebody. There is no house on that land. Okay. So we move. This building here is the last one. From the tarmac road towards the river, this is the last building. I think the other area, they like maybe farming. And we have got very good buildings here. They are not for the faint-hearted. In fact, they smell riches by the way they look like. They are magnificent buildings. Okay. So I'm just walking, relaxing, observing. Remember, it's like I'm alone in this place. So I take you to the same farm, the plot of onions. These are onions. The onions with onion bulbs. They are not mature, and it's quite a big area. It's almost an acre of onions. Okay. So maybe very soon they will be harvesting. Okay. So the onions here, they have also been affected by the sun, and maybe the fact that water is not enough in the river. They are suffering. But I think they are almost mature, because I can see some bulbs, and the leaves are drying. The leaves are just drying. It's a big portion of onions. On the other side, they are preparing maybe to plant something else. I never asked those boys. All right. So this is a big farm. I think it is hectares. And the owner farms here. But I was told the owner does not stay around. But I never inquired much. There you can see a very good building there. I don't know whether it is a maisonette or a bung. No, this is a maisonette or something. It's a wonderful building. It reminds you of the rich neighborhoods of America or Europe in general, where the rich stay. So maybe also here is going to be where the rich people stay in Joska. There is a goat there which is very scared of the camera. I think people here are not very many, because apart from those two boys I've found on the farm, I've not seen anybody around. All right. Or maybe they are inside the houses? No. But today is a Friday, so it's a working day. Maybe people have gone to their different places of work. So this is an area my dear friends, from when I came here, and this is almost my 10th year, I've never visited this place. I did not know it existed. So we are discovering it with you, my viewers. Okay? And that is why I'm always encouraging you to watch my videos from the beginning to the end. Ahead there you can see somebody has brought red soil. This area is an area of black soil, and occasionally people buy red soil to come maybe and mix it with a clay soil or whatever. Because I understand there are some plants which prefer the red soil. So maybe the owner of this soil has got a project. I'm trying to show you a forest of eucalyptus trees. That forest is part of the fenced land from the river up to the road. All right, it's a forest, and that is the route I've been following. I have come with. You can see, actually, it looked like all weather. The fellows have taken care of the rainy season, because maybe here people must be owning vehicles. This is not an area where you have people walking, and could be that is another reason why I'm not seeing people around. They normally drive. All right. Although driving, sometimes when you are used to driving, it becomes unhealthy. You need to walk the way the old man here is walking. And from when I started walking, I feel as if I'm becoming healthier and healthier. Okay. So this road is well taken care of. Now, if you look at my left, we don't have buildings. No, my right, as I move, we don't have buildings. But the plots have been demarcated. You can see clear demarcations of plots. Maybe the owners have not arrived. And the plots are quite big compared to the other areas I've been to. So maybe they are 50 by 100, because there are some which are 40 by 100, 40 by 80, and then there are others 40 by 60. But these ones are quite big plots. All right. So you can see now, on my left is where there are buildings. On my right, as I go up, you don't have a lot of buildings. Well, on my left, there are a few plots which have not been built, but there is a sign of the owners attempting to build. The other thing I can see here is that I think you have to dig deep. The cotton soil is quite deep. All right, this is an indigenous forest. These plants are indigenous here. It's acacia. Yeah, I think this is acacia. Okay. So, as I come, I join another road now. This is another street. Maybe this will be another street. So the one we have came with is a street, and this one is another street. So on both sides you have buildings, and on the other side you have buildings. It's okay. And the road is quite good. All the way where you can see that structure is the road, the main road. But we are going there, guys, don't worry. So it's it looks like people here are undisciplined. They don't have a lot of, and that is why people are moving from Nairobi or the city, coming to these places where you have at least calmness. You move away from the noise of the city and you come to areas where you can even breathe fresh air. All right? Because you can see people have attempted to plant trees in this area. Okay, here there is a big shop being built, storied. I think it is almost complete. So almost complete, I'm telling you guys. Okay. So almost complete. Okay. Of course, you can see now that forest from far, the eucalyptus forest. Because that farm with eucalyptus forest starts from the banks of Earth River up to the road. So the owner might be a rich person. You never know. This is where people hide their wealth in Kenya. All right. That farm might be, the owner might be a very big person in the Kenyan government. You never know. And here, I think this is where the water from here is got, because I can see even this extension here for the trucks. You can see that pipe which is coming out, and then there are very many tanks, more than 6 tanks inside there, and there is an office, meaning they sell water even to the tanks, the water tanks. I mean the vehicles. When vehicles come, they put water. What I don't know is whether it is fresh or salty, because in this area, you either have salty water or fresh water. All right. So when you go to buy, like if that one is salt water, you'll be asked whether you want salt water or fresh water. There are people doing water business in this place. So you can see plots here, like this one, the owner was trying to and attempted to build, but I don't know whether the idea disappeared or you never know what happened. All right, because there is a foundation which was being dug there, and you can even see ballast here. All right. So here we have plots where the owners are attempting to build. But you know, building a house is not easy, guys. Coming up with a house. Nowadays, even a latrine is so expensive to build. Guys, life has really become hard for people. But I understand it is not only in Kenya, because even in a place like USA, you hear people still complaining about the life. There was somebody here also who had attempted to build, you see. The fellow managed only to raise the stones and was not able to fill those stones with the ballast, no, not with the handicap. It's quite deep. You require quite some money to do the feeding. So you can see Now here there is somebody who is having business here. It's like, I don't know whether you can call it a factory, where he is making different types of building structures. There are culverts, there are other the slabs for putting in the floor. Like these ones, I don't know what these ones are, but it's like a factory of some sort. Although there are no machines, I think they use human labor to make them. It's a big area with different types of structures for construction in Joska area of Machakos County. That's where I am today. So I've decided to go to an area. I'm telling you, I'm not gone from when I came to this side. And it seems, guys, I'll have to move now. The problem now with the movement here now, to come to such a place, there are no vehicles or anything, unless now you hire a motorcycle to take you to these places and you show my family. But I will do that for the sake of my family who watches me. Guys, continue watching because we are almost coming to the end of the video. I thank you very much for doing what you do to me, subscribing and watching my videos from the beginning to the end. May God bless you all. I cannot take it for granted. And the people who have not subscribed, please subscribe.